All right, so we're back out at it. See, we got a little bit more ice. It's probably about 25 today out. But you see the main channel's locked up for the most part, but we get the boat launched and we're gonna check the sets, and I think I brought 5 more beaver traps we're gonna set today. Well, I'm almost to the beaver house. I could walk on ice for a little ways, but now it's up to stuff that's probably 3/4 of an inch and I can't quite walk on it with the boat. But I did come up to this rat house on my way. You can see that whole bubble trail. So I'm gonna go ahead and quick take a look at that, because that's probably the run. I'll get that one set while I'm right here. And then I'll just keep going to the beaver house. Been having to wade in the water, pushing the boat and breaking the ice with the boat. Quite a bit of work, but almost to the beaver house. All right, so I believe I found the entrance right here, right in front of this grassy area. The trail ran out right here before I broke the ice, but there's definitely a hole down there. I believe that's the entrance. So I got set with a 110. Hopefully that's set and we'll catch a rat tomorrow. All right, so I finally got over to the shore here. The ice is insanely thick over here. You see we got some bubbles by the first set I got here, but I'm gonna have to break these open first, and then so I'll start breaking this one open and I'll show you if we catch anything or not. Well, that one was the 660. It was just set off, so a pretty good chance a rat got through that and tripped it. So move on to the next one that we got set right over here. I believe this is the last one I set of the day. Some big bubbles out there too, so we'll see. This one's looks like it's got quite a few bubbles too over there. So I'll break both of these two open and I'll show you if we caught anything. Well, I can tell this set pulled through. See, we got a beaver tail going inside that one. And I was looking at that one when I was just walking over, and I could see a beaver tail and some fur frozen to the ice. Just small beaver, but you can see right there, that's fur and that's a tail. So we got 2 beaver out of 3 traps so far, and that one trap was set off, so we're doing pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna pull these beaver out, get the sets remade. All right, it's doing pretty good. Suitcase that bad boy. I don't know if I've ever caught one that far in a 330. All right, so those are those 2 that we just got out of the trap. This was the first one. You see is a little bit bigger. This one's probably about 30. This one's probably about 25. But we got these cold temperatures out here, you know. You want to make sure you don't touch these with any metal, your traps or anything. You'll rip the fur out. And I showed you this one was stuck to the ice. You don't want to rip that ice off. You're going to rip your fur off. But what I got here to keep them off the boat from freezing the boat, it's got a wooden bin here. I'm going to throw them in there and then they won't freeze to the wood, and you'll prevent from ruining your hides. So I'll get those 2 beaver thrown in there. We'll check the rest of the sets and hopefully get all those beaver sets out today. All right, so I just punched a hole in that one, took a look. It was still set. I'm by the little beaver house where the entrance is set. You can see we got some more fur going in. That tail looks like he might be a little bit bigger, but I'll have to break them out. And this set kind of sucks because I have to pull both stakes for the most part to get that trap out because it's right underneath the log. But also that log's a natural dive for the beaver. So this is a really good set, but I'll go ahead and get that one pulled out. So if I caught one the first day, more than likely this house is alive. So I'll get that one pulled out. We got that big tree right there where I got one more set to check. And I caught 2 there last year and a few rats, I know. So that one might have one. So I'll get this one pulled out for now. All right, so I pulled that beaver out. It's a pretty good size one. Just compared to that tail, compared to the other ones, I would say he's got to be at least 45 pounds. He might be pushing 50 even. But 3 beaver. We'll get that guy back to the boat and we'll go ahead and check that set and hopefully make a few more. It's gonna be a little more difficult because you can see I'm standing on this ice. I've been having to break it all with my big hammer there. So it's gonna be a little more difficult, but I know where there's a couple that I found yesterday. So, all right, so I'm gonna bring this guy back to the boat and we'll check out the last set. Well, that set was set off today. So we got 2 set offs and we got the 3 beaver, so it's pretty good. I'm thinking that was probably a muskrat because, like I said, I caught a few rats in the set last year. But hopefully we'll catch the rats and we'll clean them out and we'll start catching some beaver. So I'm gonna start looking for some beaver sets to make and go ahead and show you those when I find some spots. All right, so I set this here before last year and I checked it yesterday and it's definitely a set we made. And today when we got the ice here, you can see the bubble trail. So definitely something used it. So we're definitely gonna get that one set. All right, went ahead and got that one set out there. I was down there on the other side of the beaver house breaking some ice. So making a lot of noise, but there's some open water out there. I've had a beaver slap its tail a couple times, probably from the house though. Pretty big slaps. But over here, we got a little bubble trail there. I think that was a set yesterday that I found, so I'm gonna break that open and see if that is. But that's probably gonna be the last set I make today. I can't really find any more. It's really hard to find them with all this ice. And it takes forever to break it open, so I'm breaking it all open with the maul. Because I can walk right on this ice. Well, this part's broken, I guess softer here, but down that way I can walk on all of it. Well, maybe this one's softer and I can just break over my feet. Yeah, there's a pretty deep hole right there. But I'll take a look over there too and I'll probably get this one set. All right, so when I got that set, the run runs right here. You can see there's a stick already there, so it's just another natural dive. I put the 660 in this one because it was pretty big. So I got 2 more sets made. It's getting late, so I gotta get out of here. So it's gonna take a little while to get back here, back to the landing. But we ended up with those 3 beaver. One that was probably 25, one that was probably about 30. I'm gonna say this one's probably 50 actually now looking at him. He might even be bigger than 50. I mean, that tail's massive. Compared to my hand, it's probably 2.5 times my hand. But pretty damn good day for a first day. 3 beaver and 2 set offs, or yeah, 2 set offs I believe. So every trap was active. So that's a good sign. You got 2 more sets made, and I believe they're pretty good sets. So, all right, that's gonna be on for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the trap line tomorrow, and please subscribe.